Hello, welcome back to PokéBoys Season 8 finale, podcast edition. If you haven't caught the Season 8 finale battles yet, go ahead and check those out. The link for that video is in the episode description. So go check it out, see who won the Season 8 finale. It was
good
pretty
battles.
couple good battles there. Right. I mean, do you really have to watch it? Yes, you have to watch it.
Surprise.
Yeah. This portion, obviously, like all of our season finales, we'll be talking about the Elite Four and Champion battles. Yep. We'll give our review of the game that we're playing, so Alpha Sapphire and Omega Ruby, and then it's a challenge season. And this is a challenge that we've never done before, and I'm not sure exists exactly the way we're doing it. I'm sure there's iterations out there. I mean, come on, it's Pokemon, so I'm sure. But we'll give our thoughts on the FateLocke and what we thought about that throughout the season. But before we do all that, Dad, Jared, and Kumino are here with me like they have been all season. And how you guys doing tonight, Jared? Start with you.
I am doing hanging in there, doing good. My game crashed thousands of times, so that's always fun and resulted into me finishing this game in a specific way, but it's good. I mean, it's always good to be playing Pokemon, and I was having a hard time finding time for this now that Legends ZA is out. We've all been playing that, which has been so good, such a good time.
Yes Kumino, what's up, bro?
All good in the hood over here, maybe.
Equally as knee deep into ZA as Jared, I assume.
Yes, absolutely. Even though it kept crashing on me.
Oh no.
So while you guys got to crash with this, I got to crash with that.
Crashes everywhere.
It all evens out.
Crashes all around.
Crashes all around.
Yeah.
Start calling you guys Bandicoot with all those crashes. Oh, Dad, what's
the doors are right there, Mike. You can take that door right there and just you can head out here. It's fine.
Lock yourself in the closet.
Sorry, guys.
I'm good. I'm also very much into Legends ZA.
Yeah, peer pressured you into buying a Switch too.
You did. I still feel the pain of it.
Wow.
He's like,
bought the Switch.
I was like, go buy the bundle, and he's like, I might, and I was like, go buy the bundle.
Yeah.
And I did.
That's good. I'm playing on Switch 1 actually. I haven't been peer pressured yet, and it's I'm excited to play it on Switch 2, but it runs fine on Switch 1. Like
the Switch 2 is very nice.
So it's very nice.
It's very nice.
And we'll get into that. So the season 8 interstitial episode is going to be our like in-depth experience review analysis of Legends ZA, which for me will also include a small portion on the Switch 2 because I did get the bundle. So I'm playing on Switch 2 and I'm enjoying it a lot. But don't want to get too distracted with that for the season 8 finale here. So all we had left this leg was to finish up any encounters that maybe we didn't use up during the rest of the legs. If you even wanted to. I don't know how like set you guys were with your teams. And then go through Victory Road, take on the Elite Four and the Champion. So I don't know how you guys want to do this. What would be the easiest way? We'll start off with our team recaps, but after that, should we just like maybe instead of going like route by route, like go around the horn and do all the encounters that we did before going into Victory Road? If you did any.
I have loads of encounters that I got before Victory Road.
Would that be easier for you on the back end, Dad? If we just lumped like all my encounters pre-Victory Road and then all of Jared's pre-Victory Road and then all of Kumino's.
Yeah.
Okay, sweet.
Because then right before like Victory Road going in, I could be like, here's the team, and then same thing with E4. Like here's team, here's all the encounters, and then like set team is not built until I hit Victory Road and hit Elite Four.
Let's do it that way then. Okay, so let's do our team recaps. My team, didn't have any punishments for the second leg in a row, which was very shocking. But my team getting the final leg here was Tsunamador, my Lugia, Excadrill, Air Force One, my Mega
Legal.
Ampharos, Bernie Sanders, my Infernape, JD the Umbreon, and Taftberg the Walrein. Dad, what was your team at the start?
It was a whole thing. I wasn't sure what was happening with my ROM.
We'll get there. We'll get there.
That's who I had.
Kumino, what were you looking like?
Okay, so my team at the end of the last leg was Saber the Dual Blade at level 48, Rosa the Rose Red at level 44, Apollyon the Shiny Yveltal at level 44, Sabo the Shiny Victini at level 45, Yamato the Lucario at level 45, Giggity the Quagsire level 45.
Always good.
The Quag.
Always
Scotty and Giggity. Definitely the mascots.
Quag, yeah.
Yes.
Jared.
Well, if you remember, I had 2 wheel spins at the end of the last episode. The first one, yes, Chun. Shame. The first one being sacrificing my first 2 encounters, which we'll get to that in a second. And the big one, which is what decided my team, was no legendaries. And if you knew from the last episode, I had 5 legendaries on my team in the last episode.
It makes sense now.
So my team going into this leg was just Metagross. That's all I had. It was just Metagross. My 5 legendaries had to be benched because of my challenge. So I had to create a whole new team going into the victory road and everything, and pick up a lot of encounters that I had missed going around too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Easy recap.
Easy peasy.
Sweet. Okay, so Jared, since you had the most spots to fill, why don't you just rattle off machine gun style your encounters that you did up to Victory Road?
Okay, yeah. So I'll just quickly go through where I caught them and what the Pokemon was. So I did have a Sawsbuck in the box, so that was added to my team. So right now, team is just Metagross and Sawsbuck, and everything after this is just going to be in the box until the final team is built. So I went to Pacific Lodge, got an encounter there. It was a Landorus that I had to sacrifice because it was my first 2 encounters, but I couldn't use Landorus anyways because it's a legendary. So that
that actually worked out.
The second encounter I got was Route 131, which was a Moongus that I named Dink, which also had to be sacrificed because two encounters, so those hit. After that, on Route 130, I ran into an Apom named Luffy. Evergrande City, I ran into a Poliwag that I killed, so that was fun. Limited encounters, love killing encounters. Route 132, I ran into a Gardevoir that I caught named Nezuko. Route 133, I caught a Sawaddle named Team Tiny. I finally went back and got my egg and used the magical world of PKX to see what was inside of it. It was a Beautifly, so I was like, no, I'm fine. I don't need that.
Legend.
So we could have did that.
Yeah, if you go into PKX, it'll show you what's in the egg.
Oh.
Legend has it Kumino is still walking, trying to hatch the egg.
Listen, I contemplated getting the egg, but I did not.
Yeah, egg was a Beautifly. I did end up hatching it. I said I didn't, but I did end up hatching it just to have. I didn't know what the rest of my encounters were going to be, and I needed a team, so I needed something to go in there. I also went back and did the Pokemon contest, so I got the Giftmon there, which was an Oddish that I named Dank 2 because Dank the Mucus couldn't make it, so Dank 2 joined the family. Route 108, I ran into a shiny Victini that ran away from me, so that was that was fun.
It ran away. That's so rude.
Yeah. Right. Again, legendary, so I couldn't use it either. Hey, look, another legendary. See Mauville, I ran into a Zapdos. Caught it. Can't use it. So that was fun. On Route 105, I ran into a Barboach that I caught, named it Shelby. That was good old wish cash. And we haven't talked about this yet, but at the end of the last episode, we were given an item called the Eon Flute. And I imagine we might touch on some of the Eon Flute here. The Eon Flute allows you to fly on your Mega Latios or Latias around the region, and that also opens up different encounters that you can get to. There's different areas that you can only access via the Eon Flute. So this would have been my last encounter before Victory Road, but again, as you can see, many runs away, many legendaries I couldn't use. I needed more encounters. So there's an area called the Trackless Forest, which you can go and get an encounter there. It was a Cresselia, no legendary, can't use. That's fun. Another area called Mirage Mountain, which I ran into a ducklet that I named Kyrie the ducklet.
Okay.
And that is all the encounters I got before Victory Road.
I didn't know about the flute being able to take you places.
Yes, you can fly around, and it changes too. Different areas will pop up depending on like time of day and things like that. But there is secret areas you can only access via the Eon Flute.
Is that something that you just see by looking at the map, or do you have to like choose the flute? And then...
you fully fly.
Yeah, you choose the flute. Did you use the Eon Flute at all?
No.
Oh wow. Okay, so the Eon Flute is cool because usually when you hit fly, obviously your map opens up and you can just click any of the rooms. With the Eon Flute, you physically can fly on the Mega Latios around the map. There's a 3D version of the map. You fly over it. You can control the Mega Latios, so you fly on it, and you can land in any part of the map. And that's where it's like a 3D version of Hoenn that you can fly around, which is really cool.
That is
right, as well as you get hyperspace holes that pop up.
That's where I got my
grip, and you got flying encounters. Like it's so amazing.
Oh dang!
Oh yeah, I missed one. There was a flying encounter because there's like groups of birds you can run into, and usually they're flying Pokemon. But I ran into a shiny Glalie named Carolina that I also caught from those as well.
Nice, but, just a giant shiny icy like golem.
Yeah, the Eon Flute, honestly, one of the like highlights from Oris when it first came out, when this was introduced. Yes, those are all my encounters I got prior to Victory Road.
Very nice. Kumino, did you do any encountering?
Yes, I did. So yeah. About to go over them right now. So leaving Sutopolis, 128. I could not even make it out of there. I got a shiny Bronzor that I named Golden Bell. Then I got
shout out Dong.
I got a shiny
season 1 deep cut.
Sorry. I got a shiny Electivire that I replaced with the other Electivire named and his kid. Then I got a Samurott. I named it Mihawk.
Nice.
Yeah, I got that in New Marville while I was going to do the quest for Watson to get the Thunderbolt team.
Oh, that's another thing I forgot to do. That would have been so nice on Mega Ampharos. Dang it.
And then it's some balls. Wait a minute. It's some Pokeballs on the floor.
Okay, I was like, what? Hims? Are you there?
Hims?
Right.
Out of context?
Right. And one of them was an Eevee that I named Sue, from the little Sky Fox from One Piece. Another one was a Gothorita that I named Isa, the little thing. I can't remember the name of the group, but the warriors that was in Skypiea. I got a Mega Ampharos that I didn't name because I was clicking too fast.
Yeah.
And I got a Teddiursa that I named Bear King from the One Piece movie. And then on Sea Marville, well, in the ocean of Sea Marville, I got a Metang. I named it Frankie.
Oh, nice.
And then
Frankie's a great name for Metagross, by the way. That is a good name.
Right. Then on the inside, while swimming, I got a shiny Hypno. There we go. That I named Django, the Michael Jackson looking character from One Piece. Then I went to 108. On 108, I got a Rapidash that I named Stronger. On 105, I got a Gloom that I named Wanda. Then on 134, I got a shiny Voltorb. I named it Mr. 5.
Yeah, I love shiny Voltorb.
Yes. It's blue and white. You can't go bad with that.
Man, just great ball now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then on 123, because I remember that I had never caught anything on 123, went back there. I got a Mudkip that I named Burgess after Jesus Burgess. Then went back to see Marvell after I dropped the scanner off to Captain Stern. And my legendary encounter was a Cresselia that I named Marigold.
Nice.
Then in Evergrande City, I got a Nidorino that I named Kaya.
Nice.
And then I got some other encounters, but they were after Victory Road. So I don't know if you want me to mention those now or...
Yeah, you might as well. We'll just save Victory Road for when we go there, like story-wise.
Okay, well, in the sky, while using the Eon Flute to go back to delete moves and learn some new ones, I got a flying Magikarp. Yeah.
Right there with my Glalie, just chilling in the sky.
That Magikarp was just advanced. He just...
Right, very advanced. Very advanced. I named it Kaido. And then I went to the...
You named Magikarp Kaido? That's hilarious.
On the Painless Path, which is one of the places you can go with the Eon Flute that takes you to a legendary. I got a Jirachi, and I named it Apis. And
wasn't that one of your guys' a starter option for one of you?
I think I had a Jirachi as my starter. Yeah,
it was one of you guys that had a Jirachi.
Wow.
And then I went to another legendary place that was for one of the Lake Guardians. And instead of it being one of them, it was a Virizion that I named Green Bull.
Nice. Very nice. There's some solid encounters before the Elite Four.
It seems like those areas and the portals just get randomized to other legendaries.
Yeah.
Because when I encountered the portals, they were just like I ran to a Cresselia and then a Zapdos and another one. So there's just a random legendary, but still legendary, which is cool that they still get to stay legends.
Yeah.
It'd be so awful if it was just like Bidoof.
Yeah, it would be so awful if you had a challenge that meant you can't use legendaries. That'd be really bad.
Yeah, man, that sucks so bad. Man.
I mean, Bidoof is a legendary though.
That's true.
That's legendary god, Bidoof.
That was a bad example. That's right. Dad, back to you.
So I got to do a quick correction. My team that I mentioned earlier was not the team I ended the last leg with. The team that I ended the last leg with was Rayonce the Luxray, Scotty the Scrafty, Drake the Samurott, and Nelly Shelgon. And I lost Dualetta the Meloetta and LL Cool J the Tentacruel.
That's right. Oh, the
LL Cool J.
I remember LL Cool J. Oh, rest in peace.
So that's like one. That
was a rough one.
Man, what was Kumino had an amazing. What was it?
What are you referring to?
You had like last season. You had
what about
one
me
of
do
the
you think
best,
is amazing?
like one of the best nicknames, and then I think LL Cool J is like this season's best nickname.
Oh, you mean Kai Judy?
Yeah,
Kai
that's
Judy.
what it was.
Kai Judy is awesome.
Yes, Kai Judy, and now LL Cool J.
They were with the same crowd for sure.
Yeah, for sure. So my catches, which wasn't a crazy list at all, and I didn't even write down where I got them from. But I caught an Aurorus, named him Russell, caught a Virizion, named her Val, and Zapdos that I named Zappy.
Very nice.
Yeah. And that was it for me.
Very nice. I had a handful of encounters. If I'm counting here, I had let's see, 15 encounters.
Oh, damn. I think I had about that.
I basically skipped like the entire southern part of the map. So 105 was Poliwrath that I named Mac Brawler after Douglas MacArthur, who was a World War II general, or maybe World War One. He was a general in a world war.
My convention's getting hard towards the end here.
Yeah, they were going deep cuts. My dive encounter on 107 was a Cacturn named Beto Verde after Beto O'Rourke. Texas congressman. Route 108 was a Behem that I accidentally killed. So right there with you, Jared. That would be my second accidental slaughter of an encounter.
Don't worry, I did enough for the both of us.
Yeah. C.A. Mawville was Toxicroak that I named McCroaknell after Mitch McConnell, which is a very fitting name. While battling swimmers, while trying to do the scanner quest, I got one of the random after battle items, and it was a Kangaskhan Knight, which was pretty cool.
That's cool.
Definitely the best random battle reward I got this season. My title bell encounter, which was originally supposed to be Lugia, was an Uxie or Uxie, whatever, that I named that I named Abe Thinkin.
Okay, wait, hold on. LL Cool J is great, but Abe Thinkin?
That's nice.
That's a good one.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
I might take the title.
Dude, I forgot some of these names. I don't know. Abe Thinkin is pretty good, but I still think my favorite one is Nancy Spelosi.
Yeah, that's a good one too.
But okay, so Route 134 was Swirlix, named Swirlington after George Washington. That was a terrible one. 133 was Manectric, named Ted Fuse after Ted Cruz. Pacific Town was Probopass that I named Napoleonos. 129 was Glalie that I named Eisenhower. My dive on 129 was Tornadus that I named. Okay, this is
Tornads.
Al Gore-Tex.
Okay, you know what? That actually does work under so many ways.
Route 131 was Palpitoad. Oh wait, hold on. I already had one of those. It doesn't matter. I didn't use it, but I named it Hop Pence. My dive on 124 was Meowstick that I named Pumpkin after our favorite cat booty hole that made its appearance last episode.
Love it so much.
Route 120. What's up?
I was gonna say he's been locked up since then. So
oh no,
he's not allowed near schools or daycares. My 127 encounter was a Blissey that I named Vancy after JD Vance because that seemed more like.
I feel like you've had
fat.
Like 3 JD Vance mons.
Yeah, but Blissey was fat, like the fat.
No,
JD meme.
I get.
128. My dive encounter was a Grovyle that I named Lynn Vinum after Lindsey Graham. That was terrible. I caught a shiny Manectric down here to replace Ted Fuse too, and then my last encounter was Evergrande City, which was a Vanillish that I named Mitt Flurry after Mitt Romney.
That's a good one. I like Mitt Flurry.
Thank you. On my way to Evergrande City, I found some like secret path, kind of like north-ish of the route, and on there I found a Heracronite, so I could I could have mega evolved.
To the secret, what is it called? The secret island, or something like that. There with like another secret base, a tree that you can use as a secret base.
Yep.
Yeah, and I forget what it was, but I didn't explore fully that area, but those were my encounters.
Very
and
nice.
Then now we have made it to Victory Road. And of course I have like extreme PTSD from season 2 Victory Road from Emerald.
not as hard as that was, honestly.
No, it was not. But yeah, so we have to get through Victory Road to make it to, of course, the Pokemon League. And in Victory Road, at the very end, we have to battle Wally. But before there, we can get an encounter. I actually got 2 sail fossils as random battle rewards.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
And I revived them or whatever. And they were both Simisear. So that kind of really sucked. But my encounter was a Lotad that I named Loco, after Mar-a-Lago, the Trump hotels. And then immediately after I caught that Lotad, I ran into a shiny Lotad that I replaced that with. And then I also caught a shiny Slowbro that I named Jeb after Jeb Bush because he's kind of
Slow, bro.
Slow, bro.
And I'll wait to go over my Wally battle. Dad, what did you do in Victory Road? Did you get any catches or anything before Wally?
Nope.
Do you recall your Wally battle?
You got to remember, he.
Oh yeah, that's right, dude.
That probably came and bit me in the end by doing so much spraying. Messed up my game.
Just macing Pokemon left and right.
You just repelled the actual working function of Citra.
I repelled it so much.
He messed up the ozone layer so
much it affected your Citra.
Yeah. So what happened with Wally? Do you remember? Was it
yes. So he had Hoopa, Sigilif, Medicham, Greninja, Aromatisse, and Camerupt.
Okay. Was that the same period?
Yeah, that was the same.
Okay. Nice.
And at this point, I had. Now this is where I had Tenacious D, my Terrakion, Drake, my Samurott, King of Pop, my Zekrom, Zappy the Zapdos, Russell the Aurorus, and Scotty the Scrafty. Russell took out most of his team, the Aurorus.
Oh, nice.
But King of Pop and Zappy got some action too, but it was pretty easy, actually.
Yeah.
Nice. Kumino, how was your Victory Road?
My Victory Road was smooth. I mean, battled a few trainers and such. My encounter, I got a Ferrothorn that I really was contemplating on using. I was contemplating on taking Rose out, but I did not want the type overlap with Yamato in the steel typing.
Yeah.
But I do love me a good Ferrothorn. And then I got a shiny. Oh, the Ferrothorn, I named it. What did I name it? I named it Pika. There we go. From the big dude with the squeaky voice in One Piece. In which my follow-up encounter actually could have been named Pika. It was a shiny Registeel.
Yo, Registeel, I would sound like Pika. I feel like Registeel would have Pika's voice.
Yeah. as soon as I kind of, I was like, oh my God, I already used Pika. Like, oh well.
That's funny. That's funny.
But yeah, in terms of Wally, I was kind of disappointed with his team. My man had a Purloin, a Pidgey, a Slowbro, a Shroomish.
Is this still like day one, Wally? What is it? What's going on here?
Don't forget the Dunsparce.
Road. Oh, Dunsparce.
Yeah,
right.
yeah. He had Dunsparce and he had Mega Altaria, and I was like, okay.
He also has one of the worst megas too. Wow.
Well, he had Mega Altaria and Mega Slowbro.
Yeah, Slowbro's good.
But yeah, it was,
he didn't get the chance to Mega Evolve it with me.
Yeah, it was I was very nervous for this battle because I had just been getting wrecked for a lot of these important battles all season long. And then I was like, oh, a nice little reprieve. And yeah, I had a close call. Actually, I joked about Dunsparce, but he almost took out Bernie Sanders and JD. Both survived on very, very low HP, but other than that, everything else was obviously one shot. So, Jared, how was your Victory Road?
Yeah, so my encounter for Victory Road first, Kumino, you got a Nidorino at the what is this place called? Evergrande City.
Yeah, Evergrande City, yeah.
And I got Nidorino in Victory Road. They named Clive the Nidorino.
Nice.
Here joins it. And now this will be my official team going into Victory Road. So I have Wisdom, the Metagross, 2 Dank, the Vileplume, Luffy, the Ambipom, Nezuko, the Guard of War, Kyrie the Swanna, and because I needed an HM slave, good old Lois the Quagsire made a comeback because she can learn Rock Smash, Strength, Surf, and Waterfall. So I was like, I'm gonna need it for this, and then ended up getting switched out after Victory Road.
Nice.
But similar to what Dad was saying, it was pretty easy. I think Metagross handled most of the team here with switching in Gardevoir every now and then for it, but they handled a lot of the heavy lifting just because, you know, Swanna and Ampom and Vileplume's good. I like Vileplume. Vileplume's like bulky. But Swanna having Tailwind was good too. Being able to set that up. But yeah, it was a piece of cake. No problem.
Very nice. Yeah, lulled us into a false sense of security going into the Elite Four.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, this is where Jared and Dad's runs have sadly ended. You guys want to let everyone know what happened? Why you quit on us?
No.
So, I mean, for mine specifically, I did do most of this Elite Four. I don't remember if I was on because it was a while ago when I was doing this. I don't remember if I was on the last one or if I was on the Champion, but for some reason this season, Citra has crashed on me so many times. And every time I boot it up to play, I'm like, make sure to save state. Save always. Only you can prevent lost save data. Only you can do it. But I didn't take my own word for it because my game crashed and I was like, damn, okay, whatever. I'm tired. It's late. I'll go to bed. And the next day I went to boot it up. I was in front of Victory Road and I was like, I'm good. I'm done. I'm not doing all that over again. I'm done with these crashes. I'll just call it there and I'll end my run there.
It's fair enough. That makes sense. Dad, what happened with you?
So
the look on his face.
I'm in the part before you go down the long road,
right?
The long bridge. The two guards or whatever make sure I'm legit.
Check your credentials.
I assured them that, you know, I made it this far. I am worthy of this.
Nothing can stop me now.
Nothing can stop me. I'm on fire. I'm ready to do this thing. And I've got, you know, it's super speed. Like I've got the speed up really high, and I'm flying into Sydney, you know, his room, and he gets up and I go to talk to him and he's like about to battle and then it freezes. Like,
I got a theory. What happened with you.
Okay.
Speed up.
Now, I guess we can go ahead and touch on this.
Oh,
but
yeah.
Sydney was actually dad.
That's right.
There can only be one.
There can only be one dad.
And it can only be one. And the game, it said, I can't handle all of this.
I can't even do this
power. Yeah. All of this fantastic.
Not only were there two dads in the Elite Four, but also our dad is in this game too. So there's actually three dads. In this game.
It was dad
too
overload.
Many dads. Too many dads. You know, I take responsibility. I should have named myself something different.
Yeah. You talked about like being a like super speed up and running through Sydney, and the only thing I can think of is the very first season in The Boys where what's his name just runs through that chick.
Oh no,
that's what I thought of.
Yes, I
won.
Okay, we'll go with that. I did. That's what I did.
Anybody. Yeah, exactly.
So I did that. I did that several times. Like I got to him several times. I restarted Citra. Now I had no like save states since like leg 1 or 2, so I couldn't like just go back and try. You know, maybe it was corrupted or something. So I did it a few times. Freeze at the same place. I tried a different team. I tried turning off the speed.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing worked.
Yeah. Well, that's unfortunate.
But
you guys made it this far.
But I actually might go through this game the normal way because it was so much fun.
Yeah, or it's great.
Yeah, I mean, we can get into that later, but I will probably play through it again.
Nice.
Yeah. So I'm going to say it was my fault. I must have did something wrong, and I apologize to everybody that went through crashing issues and couldn't complete playthroughs because of it. I'll make sure next time that I go through and legitify and test everything to make sure everything is on the up and up.
I mean, and that
That's
happens
awesome.
sometimes too
Yeah.
when you're doing things in the way that we're doing it here. That just happens, right?
Right.
You're messing with game code, things get jacked up sometimes.
Speaking of messing with game code, let's talk about what the Easter egg was.
Ooh,
So,
yeah.
for those of you who made it this far and experienced the Elite Four, you caught on. But if you haven't yet, or are just listening to hear our torment through the FateLocke,
So
what we did is Kumino actually entered each host here as a member of the Elite Four,
we were
and
Elite Four.
the champion was the winner of the Season 7 interstitial tournament battle. So I believe Dad was the first member of the Elite Four.
Yes,
and his team, we each chose our own custom teams and the move sets and the items and all of that. But Dad's team was Delphox, Flygon, Flareon, Hydreigon, Haxorus, and Mega Gardevoir. I was the second member of the Elite Four. My team was Metagross, Heracross, Togekiss, Malamar, Volcarona, and Mega Venusaur. Jared, you were the third member. Do you remember what your team was? Or do you want me to just rattle it off?
If you have it, then yeah, go for it.
Sure.
I don't remember it.
Exactly. He had Leafeon, Skuntank, Wailord, Aromatisse, Cradily.
Oh wait, yeah, that definitely wasn't my team.
Cacturn.
Yeah, I have no idea what happened to your team.
Oh, that's so weird. Yeah.
And then Kumino was the fourth. Do you want to say your team, Kumino? Do you remember?
I do not remember.
It was Greninja, Garchomp, Infernape, Aegislash, Talonflame, and Mega Lucario. And then Azon won the Season 7 interstitial tournament, and he was the champion. And his team was Salamence, Blaziken, Swampert, Scizor, Melodic, and Mega Mawile.
Damn, people probably got to my team. They're like, man, what happened here? Why is Jared?
Right. Like, so when I got to it, I was like, maybe this was the correct team. But it don't feel like it was the correct team. So then Mike was like, yeah, that's not the team that we had. I'm like, really?
It's so funny. I wanted to give you guys a break. I didn't want to have too crazy of a team for the Elite Four. A little break before you get to Kumino. So you're welcome.
But hey, don't feel bad, Kumino, because the fact that you was this your first time doing hacks of this magnitude? So yeah, dude, it was awesome that you were able to get those in there and all
we
that.
definitely didn't know how to do it. So
dude, so thank you for doing that, and don't feel bad.
It was fun. It's cool seeing your name pop up under the Elite Four and everything like that. So that was fun.
Yeah, that was awesome. So hopefully you guys
Dad,
enjoyed that.
I wasn't to rub it in your face that you couldn't make it to it, but
that's all right.
Yeah. So these battles, I was really nervous for, because we all picked these teams out. We picked the move sets. Me and Dad asked Kumino and Jared to figure out the EV, IV spreads, all that stuff. So I was like, these are going to be so freaking hard. I'm super nervous. But yeah, we'll start with you, Kumino. How was your trip through the Elite Four? I'm going to make a prediction. Swords Dance, Shadow Claw?
No.
Okay,
so I did Dad too good. Gave me the toughest battle. I didn't lose anybody. I almost did.
Okay.
Because when Hydreigon came out, it hit the field. It hit Draco Meteor. Giggity almost went down. Giggity hung with 1 HP.
Dang. Damn.
And landed a crit Ice Beam.
Wow.
I was so happy, but your team,
too close.
Yeah, it was a battle. It did a number on us.
Good. I'm glad.
I was like, yo, you should have been higher up. Because no offense to you guys, like I said, Jared team ended up being wrong. So
I should have been in the beginning.
Right. But Mike, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Yeah, your team. Matter of fact, Yeah. I mean, Venusaur gave me trouble. It poisoned me.
I'll take what I can get.
That's something. That's poison. And that Wailord, though, I bet the Wailord really put you through it, didn't? Oh, yeah.
No, Rosa. One magical leaf. I was shocked. I was like, okay, this boy is tanky
with a
right here. All right, Rosa,
leaf
go ahead. Hit the
Wailord?
magical
Come
leaf.
on, man.
Okay, wait, Lord. All right.
Okay, I see you.
Yeah. But the champion, that battle was kind of a back and forth battle as well. So Azon, congrats to you. But the mascots of this run through, Giggity, finished things off.
Yeah, of course he did. Had to be Giggity.
Yeah, with an earthquake on the Mega Mawile.
Nice.
In this whole thing. And that's how I became champion in my universe of Alpha Sapphire.
Congratulations.
Let's go.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, so my trip through the Elite Four went a lot different than I expected. So I go up against Dad, take care of Delphox real quick with Tsunamador. Flygon comes in, I put Taftberg in, one-shot it with Ice Fang. Flareon comes in, I almost one-shot it. It full restored. And okay, Taftberg was around 45% health. Okay. I was like, there's no way this Flareon can knock me out. My Whaleren is bulk, like so tanky.
He probably has thick fat if he doesn't have Ice Body.
No, he does have Ice Body.
Oh, he does. He did have Ice Body,
which I didn't do in our finale battle, which really kind of sucked. Yeah. But yeah, Flareon knew superpower and obliterated Taftberg. So Dad claimed my Whaleren, but I ended up finishing off Dad without much of trouble after Flareon, which was the one that I thought I would have the least trouble with Flareon.
It's just a tiny little kitty cat. I ain't worried about it.
Yeah, I got this
kitty got claws.
This giant walrus out. It's just gonna obliterate it. No, that's not what happened. So I beat Dad, but I lost Taftberg. So I'm down one already. I go up against myself, and I just obliterated myself.
Mike beat his demons.
Yeah, I just like 1 and 2 shot my entire team. No deaths. Get to Jared. The Leafeon dude.
That's right. That was part of the plan.
Took 9 years to beat this thing.
Leafeon is bulky. Just like for real, Leafeon is real bulky.
Yeah. After Leafeon though, I one-shot everything.
Oh well, okay.
Well. So no deaths again. I get to Kumino. You lead with Greninja, and I had Bernie Sanders out, and obviously that's no good. So I switched to Air Force 1, ate several Hydro Pumps, but eventually knocked out the Greninja with a Discharge. Garchomp comes out. I send out Tsunamador because I'm like, all right, I got Dragon Rush. My Whaleren's dead, so I don't have any ice attacks, which would have been very nice. But I missed my second Dragon Rush, and Garchomp killed Tsunamador.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. Sent in JD, who finished Garchomp. Infernape comes out, sent out Air Force 1, Mega Evolved, and knocked it out with Discharge. Aegislash comes out, 2-shot it with JD. Talonflame comes out, 1-shot it with Discharge. With Air Force 1, Mega Lucario comes out, 1-shot it with Bernie Sanders Flamethrower. So I'm down 2 Pokemon at this point: Tsunamador, my Lugia, and Taftberg, my Walrein. And we knew the teams going into the Elite Four because we had to build the teams. So I'm like, this is not good. The 2 Pokemon that I need to beat Azon are dead. This freaking sucks. So I have four 4 Pokemon left, and I'll remind you, it is Excadrill, Air Force One, the Mega Ampharos, Bernie Sanders, the Infernape, and JD, the Umbreon. Salamence comes out, and holy crap, dude, this took like, I'm not even joking, like 20 minutes to beat because it knew Roost.
Oh, this is where the Roost PTSD
Yes.
comes in.
And yeah, dude, it took Bernie Sanders, it took Air Force One, like 5 confuse rays, 10 discharges, and finally Salamence died. But it like, wow, I'm not even gonna say that because that's like mega pause, but it took so much PP, dude.
This episode has been brought to you by Hims.
Swampert comes.
I wasn't gonna say it.
Swampert comes out, and this was, I was hoping to use Taftberg on the Swampert. Hopefully the Ice Fang might, I don't know if it would be super effective because Swampert's water and ground, but I was hoping. But it doesn't matter because Taftberg's dead. So I sent out JD because he's the only person on my team who's not weak to water at this point, or ground. And it took a couple Dark Pulses, finally took it out. Blaziken comes out, and this is where my run ends.
Oh no!
I wasn't able to one-shot it with Air Force One, and it Sword Stanced, and then one-shot me with Brick Break.
That's GG's.
And then I sent out Bernie, who got one shot by Brick Break. And then I sent out Excadrill, who got one shot by Blaze Kick. And then I sent out JD, who got one shot by Brick Break.
Damn.
And so I was like, you know what? If I had my full team, I would have wiped the floor with Azon. So I'm just going to reload my save.
I was like,
yeah. And I ran it back. And with the Pokemon I needed, I proceeded to wipe the floor with Azon. I two-shot Salamence.
You lost the 2 people that you needed the most.
Exactly. I two-shot Salamence. I one-shot Blaziken. I was able to take out Swampert just fine. I one-shot Scizor. I one-shot the Mega Mawile and was able to take out the Melodic with a couple discharges. Easy peasy if I had my team, but I didn't. So technically failed, but it made me feel good in my heart knowing that if I had my whole team there, I would have been able to. Yeah. But yeah, dude, that's the vanilla game. But there's a post game afterwards that I just had to start because I had to reload my game to get my team info. So had a nice little battle with May after the credits. I don't know if you guys stuck around for that.
Nope.
Nope.
And then when you restart, you get a little cutscene, some space travel stuff happening, which now I'm kind of intrigued to revisit. Now.
I mean, we told you that it was going to be good.
The post game is good, and there's some pretty cool cutscenes that they show off. There's some cool fights that happen in that too. Some cool like lore on Mega Evolution that they build upon in the post game. It's real good.
Knowing that I can actually fly around the map makes me just want to go back and just fly around.
I dropped that picture in the Discord
chat.
Yeah,
that's like. Awesome.
It looks very good.
Yeah, Eon Food is super cool.
So let's while we're talking about what thoughts on the remakes. I said earlier, a couple episodes ago, maybe it was last episode, but this is my favorite mainline Pokemon game.
Wow, it's like straight up favorite.
Yeah, dude, it's like
that's a big.
It's so good. Right, it's so good. Like I don't know how you can beat it. Just so it's visually beautiful. Like the things that they add in the remake are like, okay, sure, Heart Gold and Soul Silver like add some like fundamental structural things to like Pokemon as a whole, right? Sure, but like the quality of life and just like super cool random things they added to Alpha Sapphire and Omega Ruby were awesome. And the way that they kind of on top of that, like kind of like they did in Heart Gold and Soul Silver, but even more so, like fleshed out the region. Like Maulville is completely different. I just, oh man, I loved every single second I got to play this game, even during all of the like curb stomping that I received by the crazy random strong trainers. But yeah, Jared, what do you think? What do you think of ORS?
Yeah, I would say the ORS is definitely the best of the remakes for sure. I love Heart Gold Soul Silver, but I still have my qualms with Gen 2 because that game has 2 regions. The level scaling just feels like it's all over the place.
Yeah.
Running into like low levels at like the 8th gym, it just sometimes it feels bad. But ORS is great. I mean, we did a playthrough on our show probably 2 years ago at this point, and also did a randomized Nuzlocke, and it's probably my favorite game to do this format in. I think like challenge run, or because it has so many options of Pokemon 1 through gens 1 through 6, and adds like megas that you can run into. It just makes for a really fun randomizer that you can play, but just on like base ORS, if we're not talking about it any kind of like adjusted aspect, it's great. I mean, I love Gen 3. I remember being ecstatic at this game when it was going to come out. I got this day 1. I remember going, it's weird because this and Smash Bros for Wii U dropped the same day, so I went to the midnight release and picked up both of those that night. So that was a fun night. But yeah, Hoenn is such a cool region, and I think this just accentuates everything that was great about Hoenn and all the Pokemon you can run into. And again, if I know it's more of this game, but especially Dad, if you're going to replay it, if you're going to do more of it, the post game is fun. And like hunting for legendaries with all the Hoopa rings and everything, and flying on the Eon flute and doing the stuff. I'm pretty sure, doesn't Looker show up in this game too, Kumino? Like, yeah, like all stuff like that kind of connects it more or less to other Pokemon games is just a ton of fun. And this is probably the best. They've introduced ways of like catching older legendaries and obtaining legendaries, but in this, how it's almost like integrated into the story a little bit, this is probably the most fun way to do so. And it's just cool to see like X and Y had cool like graphic style, and it's cool to see all of these regions and everything in that. We didn't touch on music too much, and I think Gen 3 has some like classic bangers. Like, it is hard to beat some of Ruby and Sapphire's music, but I think this does a good job. I still think I prefer the like more chip 2D Game Boy Advance of some of these tracks, but the ORS remakes, the more orchestrated ones, are a ton of fun too. But I mean, if this is a Pokemon game you haven't played, then you are missing out.
Dude, I stumbled on this random YouTube channel that does bossa nova like style remixes of video game like soundtracks.
Yeah.
And I don't even know how to describe bossa nova music, but if you know what it is, like, you know what it is. And he has 2 amazing Pokemon bossa nova playlists, and they're so good, dude. I'll throw them in. I think I've linked them both, and like Sonic and something else in our Discord. If you're not in the Discord, join it. And I'll try to remember to post them tomorrow. But so
I mean, Glitch City, if you're wanting specific Pokemon like music, Glitch City does some incredible like Pokemon tracks that she remakes, and that's another good one to check out. And a lot of these the Hoenn region songs are in there too.
I will have to check that out. Dad, what are your thoughts on
first time through ORS?
Yeah.
It was a very pleasant experience. Other than getting smacked around by
random
crazy trainers and random encounters, and I think it's, once I get off the high of Legends ZA, I'll probably get back to this game, because it was, I would say, it's definitely up there. I mean, I've only played probably a handful of Pokemon games at this point, but it's definitely top 3.
Yeah,
we got
the 3D graphics, the different areas that were like even more 3D, like they just came to life even more. Like when you first go with Steven to the island and you meet Latios, that part was really cool. I did not expect that. I just expected like the 2.5D graphics the whole time. But no, a lot of parts like really stood out. Like even like the hideout, like towards the end, Mount Pyre was sweet. Like there were just so many cool, and I didn't play Emerald, so I have no idea what. I mean, I played like 5 minutes of it because I was trying to do a Nuzlocke stupidly for Emerald. So it did seem familiar. It seemed familiar like for the first 5 minutes, and even just the differences there, like the quality is 10 times better.
For sure.
Yeah.
But I'm like, this is sweet. I can get on board with this. Yeah, it was fun for sure.
Yeah, and it's hard for me to explain. I don't know like the proper way to put this into words, but like I think it maybe was Black and White. Was that 3DS or just DS?
That was DS.
Okay.
That was right before X and Y.
Starting with Black and White, and I haven't played X and Y yet, but that's definitely been on my list to play for a while.
Especially now that you've gone through Legends ZA, X and Y would be cool to go back to.
Yeah, I got to do that. But like Black and White did this a little bit, but I think ORS like really does it. The best way I can try to describe this is it like adds so much depth to the game, and I do mean like literally visually with like the 3D-ness of it adds like depth to the areas you're in, but like whatever they did on the DS and then more so on the 3DS in these regions was so magical. Like the region feels alive and bustling, and like I'm struggling how to like put my love for this into words that make sense, but like it was a beautiful magical thing, and it makes me sad because like after Sun and Moon probably more specifically Sword and Shield, and then with Scarlet and Violet, it's just like what happened. Like what happened? Can we revisit whatever it was that made these DS and 3DS games like so magical and fun to be in? But Kumino, man, we haven't heard your thoughts yet on ORS.
Okay, so these games were one of the last games. I want to say the actual last game where Junichi Masuda. Yeah. He was involved in. From my understanding, now I never worked for the man personally. I wish I have. When I first got out of college for programming and stuff of that nature, I actually emailed them and sent them my resume and stuff and tried to get hired with them. It got turned down. But it's okay.
Got to shoot your shot. You never know.
Yep.
Right. But one of the things that I can say about him is that he put pride and soul into the game. And you can tell because a lot of the games after this lack soul. Yeah, they might be amazing visually, or they might have a good story, might even have some great Pokemon designs. But the soul itself, like it always feels empty. Yep. These games always felt full of life. Like you felt like you was a part of that world. And ORAS nailed it and knocked it out of the park by truly bringing you into it and enhancing the story that was given to you in Emerald so many years beforehand. They say that he overlooked the Diamond and Pearl remakes. I feel like he didn't, because there's no way that he would have done that. And you can tell by the passion of this game.
Yeah.
And that's why I have to say this is my favorite remake, hands down. Yeah. Matter of fact, I'm kind of like Mike. I kind of want to say it's my favorite of all of the main series games, but I'm still going to give that to Platinum for right now, because it, Gen 4 and Sinnoh, it holds special place.
It also does a similar thing like post game wise, where like a lot of content that game has.
Right. Yeah, and that's just it. The post game. Oh my God! Like the fact that you can still play the game and actually play the game.
Yeah.
that's fantastic. That's all anybody wants after the game. Like, what am I supposed to do after this point? After I get these badges, after I become the champion?
Yeah.
I don't want to just go to a battle tower and battle through 100 people with no context, no real story to it. Give me something that I can sink my teeth into, and they do that with this one. And
yeah,
I love it.
Man, so you just did like a 100x better job at explaining exactly what I was trying to say.
Mike's like that. Just ditto. Just
yes.
can you,
if I could figure out how to point. Yes, exactly what he said.
Yeah. I think it's interesting talking about, you know, this idea of Pokemon and this magical feeling that it creates. And I think that's why like other games have tried the Monster Collection kind of thing. And even though like a lot of people are comparing this game to Digimon right now, the new Digimon game that came out, but it's just like they're not Pokemon, and no one has been able to replicate what Pokemon is, even if it's bad graphics or it's bad performance. It's still like Pokemon, and it's hard to replicate that. And it's interesting that you're still getting, especially like Mike playing this for the first time, still getting this sense of like magical nostalgia, even if you hadn't played the game prior, you know. It's and it does a really good job of conveying that, creating a world that feels lived in, that feels magical, especially with like the limitations. I mean, we always talk about how like restrictions breed more creativity, and this game was on the 3DS, something that was, you know, miles weaker than things that we see now with the Switch, but because of a limited resource and limited system they had to be on, then you have to take advantage of whatever you're offered on that system too. And I think that is really driven home. I have a lot of nostalgia, like now, like thinking back, like Sun and Moon was hit or miss now, but looking back at Sun and Moon, like, oh man, Sun and Moon.
Dude, I love Sun and Moon.
Sun and Moon's so good. Like I have a like that one's up there, but I think I agree with you. Like this is definitely my favorite remake, and Emerald's definitely my favorite game. I'd have to sit and think about if I like this better than like OG Emerald, because I have a lot of nostalgia for OG Emerald, but it's damn close. Like it is pretty close. And if you know me and you know my love for Emerald, that's saying something. So
I was gonna ask what your favorite was.
It's Emerald. Okay. If I had to like say it, but Oris, it's essentially just better Emerald, but you know, I don't know.
It's different though. I mean, the story's different.
For sure.
But yeah, man, and I think I've been playing Pokemon for like, I don't know, 27 years, something like that. Like, and while I say that, like, this was my first time playing ORS, I haven't played X and Y. I haven't played Black 2, White 2.
They're great
you know, so there's a few ones that I still haven't hit, but like, I think the nostalgia thing, or the thing that's great about Pokemon, but also can be like its biggest curse, is like the formula is the same, right? And a lot of the vast majority of the Pokédex in each subsequent generation is stuff you've already seen. They only add, a fraction of new Pokemon, right? Which makes sense. But that's what that requires them to excel in other areas of the game, because they can't lean on the mechanics, they can't lean on the Pokemon themselves to an extent, because the majority of them are ones you've caught like thousands of times in 8 other games. And ORS in the big timeline of Pokemon is, more towards the middle, maybe, on the back half of the timeline, but, definitely still a while back, in terms of like, release date and console and whatnot.
Or like 11 years ago.
What they were able to do though, and dude, flying around, like controlling where you're flying, that's insane. Like I didn't even experience it, but like, could you imagine doing that on release? Like obviously you did it, but like, I'm thinking to myself, like, if I would have played this on release and was able to fly around myself, like my mind would have been blown.
It's like these little stepping stones towards like this idea of Pokemon that we have, right? If it was like this world that we lived in, we would have like these creatures that we would ride and we'd fly on them, and it just like it creates this more realistic image in our mind of what Pokemon is, and then like
Yeah.
or it's just like a little step towards that. You could just see, like, I mean, when you do the Eon Flute, it's great. Like the environments aren't like fantastic, right? They're pixelated. They're not like the most fleshed out visually looking of them. They're just obviously supposed to be there as a fun placeholder, as like, oh, look, here's a 3D map. But it's cool. It's super fun, and it's cool to see that as like a stepping stone towards more big open world things too.
Yeah, and even with the the limited graphics, like I mean, I love pixel art, pixel games, pixel graphics. Like I love it, and like again, if I was playing this on release, like walking through the opening segments of this game, my little mind would, well, not little, I'm 38, so I would have been in my mid-20s, but my mid-20s mind would have been blown. Like, this is a gorgeous game for pixel art. Like, it just would have been so vastly different than things that we were experiencing at that time. And just a fantastic game, and I think it holds up like 100% of its weight now. If you're going to play it. So.
It definitely does. Seeing that it came out after X and Y, in which, nothing against X and Y, I actually really do like X and Y.
Yeah, love X and Y.
But consider that X and Y are considered bad games, and compared to this, they are, because it like story wise, it was not hitting. And I think that's what a lot of people fell out on, the fact that it didn't have that story. But here they came with everything. Like I said, you got the love, even though it's pixelated, the landscape is still beautiful. Even the full 3D map that you fly around, you look at it and it actually makes sense on the back of your legendary Mega Evolved Pokemon. You seeing all of these pinpoint areas, like you see a cycling bridge, you see Marville, you see Lava Ridge Town, you see all of these places, and like I said, you just feel part of the world, and they absolutely nailed it with this. And I think that's what the Pokemon company need to go back to when it comes to making their games, put their heart into it. Is what needs to happen.
I would say that it feels like that with this, that they put a lot into it. You could feel it.
I don't know if this is a fake fact or not, so please take what I'm saying with a grain of salt. But there was something
with confidence, we'll believe you.
Yeah, exactly. That's right. I don't know if it was like they had seen this and they were inspired by it, or if this was originally made first in this and then they did the map of the Eon Flute. But so the quote more or less goes, it was they had seen someone that built the map of Hoenn in Minecraft, and that's how the idea of the map for the Eon Flute started, because they saw someone, when Minecraft come out, people were starting to remake like the Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time Temple and Pokemon centers, and someone had remade the map of Hoenn, and they kind of took that as an inspiration and then did that for like the Eon Flute. Again,
that's crazy.
I could be just making this shit up, like I think it could not be real, but in my head it's real.
If that
makes sense,
that's insane.
I've been panic Googling trying to find a quote somewhere and I can't find anything. So I don't know. Maybe it's fake. Let me know. Let me know in the comments.
But yeah, so this would definitely, I think, overtake Gold as my favorite main series game. Dad, if you in your now growing Pokemon experience, what is your favorite main series Pokemon game? So that takes out the Legends games and of course any fan or ROM hacks that we've done.
So that would be
so you've done Sword and Shield. This. Did you?
The other ones were
and Violet.
No.
Oh, okay.
So just this.
Okay,
so
well that's an easy.
You played, which one's your favorite?
This one for sure.
I had to ask him. Everyone else gave their opinion. That one.
I mean, I would probably, even of all the ones I've played, this is definitely up there.
Nice.
Yeah, I will say, and this doesn't take anything away from the base game. this just builds off of this idea that Mike was talking about of how, right, new generations come around and you see a lot of the olds that you've just used over and over again. But playing these games randomized definitely builds the fun factors, especially for someone that has played through these games multiple times, that it just like it forces you to use Pokemon you've never used before. And that's the other thing too. Like there's a lot of Pokemon and there's so many different combinations of like Pokemon that you can use that it never feels old. At least for me.
Right.
You know, it'd be fun.
That's the thing that I love about the randomizer fact, because you can kind of, you know, come up with your own headcanon on how you actually encountered your Pokemon. True enough, you're just, you know, you're just walking to the next city, you know, through some grass and this Pokemon popped up, but it could be, oh yeah, I stopped to have a picnic with my Pokemon and all of a sudden this legendary Pokemon just popped up and I had to save it from some bad guys, and you know, it decided to join me after we defeated them.
Yeah,
this is one of the perfect games to do that in.
Oh, absolutely. So I mean, if you're scrolling through and you found this and you're in peak Legends ZA and you're one of those people slamming your foreheads because you don't believe the windows look cool enough in that game, look, there is loads of awesome Pokemon games out there that you can play, and this is one of them. This is one of them.
Yeah. Yeah, that's hilarious. Fun challenge idea.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the FateLocke. How do we feel about the
big ups today?
Before we even go there, a fun challenge idea would be you can only use stage 1 Pokemon, no evolutions in your entire run.
I've wanted to try that. I've never done a no Evo run before, or even like a step further from that, doing it. There's one where every level, or you can set it for every 10 levels, your Pokemon evolves into a different Pokemon. And so like you play off of that, where it's like every 10 Evos, you get a random Pokemon every time. And
that would be hilarious.
Too much chaos. Too much chaos.
Second,
we need to dial down the chaos, okay, guys?
Yeah, no, we had enough chaos this season.
Second thing, a Pokemon-like game that I think does a decent job of standing on its own, but obviously mimicking the Pokemon format, is a game called Koromon. Which, if you haven't played that, you should give that a try. It's a really, really fun game, and you can usually find it pretty cheap on Steam.
Koromon's good. Temtem. I like Temtem. Temtem was good too.
Yeah, I still need to do that. It's been sitting in my Steam library for so long, and Cassette Beasts, they're just sitting there.
Cassette Beasts is good too.
Okay, FateLocke, Dad, your brainchild. How did you feel about the FateLocke and having experienced your pure chaos version of Pokemon?
And things that you might change now that we've done a full one of like
how did we
this
implement it? Did it work out like you thought it was going to work out, or
yes?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
I very happy with it. I mean, obviously, first time running it through, we could definitely make some tweaks on it
for sure.
But no, I was pretty happy with it.
Nice.
I would definitely do it again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't have any gripes with it. Obviously tweaks here and there, but I like both spins. The
punishment one, yeah.
But I mean, that might be because I didn't really get too many hard punishments like that side.
Jared's like, the punishment wheel.
Yeah, I remember
so
that.
Cool.
Yeah. No, I mean, I just bouncing off of that. I loved this idea of like a FateLocke of every gym. You spin a wheel, and one of our we lump all of our Pokemon in, and so like everyone has ample opportunity to have one of our Pokemon ripped from us, and it's all up to the wheel, which is always fun. I like the challenge wheel or the punishment wheel. Like I think it is a fun wrench to throw. I think it would be interesting if after every gym everyone spins both, like regardless if anything happens, you get one buff and you get one neg for that round or after every gym, and then you run with that. And I think that would be interesting, but add more chaos to it too. But yeah, I thought it was fun. I think it was cool.
Yeah.
Kumino.
I like it. I definitely like it more than I like Soul Links. I'll tell you that much.
I want to love Soul Link so much.
That's how this whole idea started. We were like, how can we do a Soul Link?
Right, that's how it started.
Yep.
But Soul Links, the best way that I can say it is you're tied to somebody and you're in the middle of battle. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all chilling, y'all talking. Next thing you know, they're like, "Oh no, such and such died," and you like,
What?
I didn't even, you know. But here, you kind of get that same effect because, as you know, Seraphis didn't even participate in the gym battle, you know, and had to go to the afterlife. You know, so
rest in paddles.
having that possibility of still death by that way, I like it.
It would be an interesting, and now I'm just thinking of more like punishments that to add to like a future FateLocke. It would be funny to have a soul link punishment of like you and a partner's like for this leg you're soul linked. So you're not doing a full soul link, but for this leg you're soul linked, and then
that'd be rough.
Oh my god,
yeah. I think the chaos was awesome. The FateLocke spin itself was always intense and super fun,
and we all felt it. Like we were all in it, all in it together.
Yeah. And I think the tweaking probably would revolve around the punishment wheel, like either the frequency or cause of spinning it, and then you know, maybe thinking of some additional like crazy punishments like the soul link for a leg would be.
Yeah, no one cared about the repel ban. Like no one, maybe Dad not being able to use repels, that would have been a big one for him. other than him.
Maybe the Elite Four wouldn't have been repelled if
that's true.
Right. There you go. There you go.
Right.
I did it to myself.
But no, I think overall it was a very unique idea for a challenge, and it was a lot of fun. And hopefully, listeners, if you decide to play along with us, I know some of the people in the Discord were spinning wheels and, you know, simulated the FateLocke and all of that. So that was really cool to see. If you're listening and you didn't play, but you just like enjoyed the chaos of never knowing who was gonna die when and where, you know, we're glad you came along for the ride, and hopefully you enjoyed it. Let us know in the comments if you enjoyed it or what tweaks you might have for the FateLocke idea or the punishment wheel, anything like that. But man, this was a fun season. Thanks, Jared, for coming in and joining us.
Thanks for having me back on to the PokéBoys for another challenge run. It was a great
time. Always welcome. The interstitial for this season, of course, is going to be an in-depth chat about Legend ZA. So you're obviously welcome back if you'd like, Jared, to talk even more about that game.
You have it beat by then, so
yeah. So that reminds me, life update. So I think the goal would be to have the interstitial out sometime by the middle of November. But my fourth child is about to be born literally any day. So that thank you. First boy.
Hey, there you go.
Oh yeah, there we go.
The bloodline continues. But yeah, so we'll be trying to get that Legend ZA episode out, you know, sometime in November. And then we have the holidays coming up, so season 9 probably won't be until, you know, the new year, after, you know, Thanksgiving, after Christmas, all that stuff. So in the season 8 interstitial, we'll make the announcement of the season 9 game, which I believe we're going back to a fan game, Kumino's choice this time. So we'll get that figured out. We'll announce that, and then we'll figure out the perk. We got to do a better job of the perks going into the next season. So we'll figure that out.
If you guys got any ideas for perks, please leave them in the comments.
Yes, please do. It's always hard to think of a perk going into a fan game season. It's much easier for the challenges.
Come up with like ways that you can like be one upped in the challenge versus everyone else, but the fan game is hard to
but yeah, thanks for listening, guys. We'll see you around. Don't forget to follow Kumino on Twitch, and go check out Play Along Podcast. Both links are in the episode description. So we'll see you guys next time. And thanks again for listening. Goodbye.
Peace
out.